Hello and welcome to the Free SEO Show. My name is Josh Bashinsky. If you've never seen the Free SEO Show before, we are the finest place on the YouTubes to get information about SEO. Today we're doing the hot topic, is SEO dead? It is 2024, the end of 2024. In fact, it's December, 10th? Something like that? Yep. December 10th, my Fitbit tells me. And it also tells me my heart rate, just so you know, is 107. I'm pumped. I'm excited to be here. So is SEO dead is what we're talking about today. A couple of housekeeping things to get through. You might have noticed I've changed the broadcast going on here. I'm broadcasting again from OBS. I've done OBS in the past. But before I get to it, I should really check to make sure, are we broadcasting on YouTube? So let's check out right now. Is Josh broadcasting on YouTube? Yes, apparently he is. And there's sound and everything. Woohoo, awesome. So if you are watching live, by all means, congratulations. You can ask any SEO questions in the chat. Please do so. They're over there, I think on the right-hand side. The ask any SEO questions there if you like. I'm happy to answer them. We are one of the longest-running SEO shows on the YouTubes. I've been doing SEO for 25 years. I've been doing this show since 2010, roughly. So that's 14 years. 14 whole years of SEO on YouTube. Oh, I gotta take a drink. Just hold on a second. Okay. All right. I'm recuperated. I'm back. Please. So a couple more housekeeping things to get through. Keep watching. So make sure to like and subscribe. Click the bell. Smack the monkey. Punch the goat in the gonads, or whatever you need to do down there to make sure that you're told when we go live. You can ask any questions live. I'd be happy to answer them. You can also email me any questions you have at joshbashinsky@gmail.com. I'll spell it out for you afterwards, so you know where to go, where to send it. And I also do a live free on-page course on Fridays. So this Friday, I am doing a free live on-page course. It's a no-brainer. You should definitely take it. My shirt is not fitting right. It's bugging me. You should definitely take it. I'm going to go through all of on-page, of how you do on-page, how you look at the competitive analysis, how you find the right keyword niche space you should be in the first place, what keywords you should be ranking for, how to make clusters, how to make all those pages, and how to build the pages out, and how to generate high-quality content that is EAT-level content, human-level content, faster than you ever could before, way cheaper, way faster. Make sure not only your SEO will be better, it will be cheaper and faster as well. Make sure to go to SEOcopilot.ai.com, SEO Copilot, no dashes, SEO Copilot.ai.com, and under resources, click on the free course and you can sign up there. It's a no-brainer. It's free, so you should definitely take it. Go take the course right now. It's a no-brainer. Okay. So is SEO dead? Is it dead? Once upon a time, there was a brave new world called search engine optimization. And it was a wonderful place where people could I was making 30 grand a month on some affiliate stuff. I've made up to 50 grand a month doing things. You could make good money, but people now are saying that it's dead. Oh, when I was young, no, sorry. So people are saying SEO is dead now. And I know we've been hearing this every year for a very long time. SEO is dead, they say. It's a huge problem. You should be getting out of SEO right away. It is a giant issue, is what they talk about. But it's not. It's not a giant issue. SEO isn't dead by any stretch of the imagination. You definitely want to be doing SEO for sure. You definitely want to be in the SEO space for sure. It's not dead in any way, shape, or form. In fact, it's never been better. It's never been stronger, in my opinion. If and only if you are using artificial intelligence. If you're not using artificial intelligence, then you're going to have an issue, right? So I'm trying to get some folks here into the show. I think I broadcast the wrong link here originally, so let me post this here. Let me share this post. Yeah, I'm not live on the live. I'm not live on the live stream because I went through broadcast OBS, open broadcast system, the open source broadcast system. It's quite nice. Called OBS. It's pretty good. Okay. So let me also do this as well. YouTube.com. So ask any questions there, guys. If you're watching live on the chat, make sure to like and subscribe so that you see when we're going live here. New URL live here. You up? You up? Okay, here we go. Keep watching, guys. I'll be with you there in a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, so no, SEO isn't dead at all, and I can prove it. I can prove it to you. Google has been making a lot of Google always through the course of the last. I've been doing SEO for 25 years. Through the last longer than Google's been around. For the last 22 years, Google has been very aggressively trying to police their search results. Of course, they don't like it when we make money in SEO. They want to destroy all SEOs. They want SEO to die because that $1 billion or so of profit that goes into SEO pockets is not going into their pocket. It's very simple. It's a simple money grab. If you want to understand anything that's happening in the world, it's a money grab. That's what's happening. So, including this show, this is how I get customers. But at least I'm giving you some free stuff, some good information. See, Josh will always tell the truth. Josh is always truthful. That's because Josh has Mr. Wings, Midnight Munch. No, that's because Josh has got mild autism and he can't really keep his mouth shut when he should. When he's supposed to be a sleazy sales guy, ting, Josh can't do it. Josh has got autism. I have to tell you the truth. I'm like that guy. You know, I can't keep my mouth shut. If something is annoying me or something is unjust, I have to speak about it. I would have been murdered. in Game of Thrones, I would have been dead. You know, I couldn't keep my mouth shut in the court. The king would be like, "I'm going to attack these people," and I'd be like, "Stupid," you know. And then my head would be cut off. That would be happening. Actually, Your Highness, you don't want to do that. Murder this guy. Anyway, so at least if I lived in Game of Thrones, there'd be dragons and boobs. So you know, I would have had some fun before I got murdered. Anyway. So yeah, SEO isn't dead. It's not dead, guys. It's nowhere near dead. Not even close. People have been saying this every single year. Every time there's been a major Google update. Oh, SEO is dead. SEO is dead. The Farmer update, circa 2004. SEO is dead. Circa 2007, around there, around that big crash. The Farmer update. There's all these farms you got to get rid of. And then you can't completely make automatic sites anymore in 2007. That's what the Farmer update was. They're making these site farms and completely dominate their rankings and make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So SEO is dead now. Like that was all SEO was. Wrong. And that was the way to do it long term. Wrong. They found it, stopped it. And that's what the whole industry was. Wrong. So SEO wasn't dead in any stretch of the imagination. Only the people who got used to that black hat tactic and equated that with the entirety of SEO. Pay close attention to that. Every time someone says SEO is dead over the last 22 years, it's been because Google made a change and their main trick, their shtick, if I will, their main shtick that they're trying to use to rank in Google cut the head off of that, like the Game of Thrones prince would murder me for opening my big stupid mouth. Actually, the truth is this, and I'm trying to help people and kill that guy. That's what Google's trying to do to me in their digital space. Anyway, I have the test to prove it. Join Underground SEO University, and you'll see how much they hate me and the steps they have gone to demote all of my content based on my name. Anyway, every time Google made a move against the latest black hat fad, all those people said, "Oh, SEO is dead. SEO is dead," and they got out. But I can prove it to you here. Look here. So let me show you. You should now be seeing my screen, the screen of death. Look at this. This is Google Trends. Ever hear of it? Google Trends. Here is the worldwide interest in search optimization, the topic, from 2004 to present. I don't see a line going down like this proving that SEO is dead. That's not what I see. I see a line going up and up and up and up and still up from 2022. It's climbing since 2022. It doesn't seem like SEO is dead at all, my friends. Even though, oh, SEO is dead, SEO is dead. And see, here's around 2010, this is where Panda and Penguin were released. Panda and Penguin are released. And like, oh, SEO is dead, and it goes down a little bit because people were depressed. But then they find new ways of doing it, and it gets bigger and better, right? And that's what consistently happens in the industry, is that the latest black hat tactic gets nabbed, and they start crying and bitching and moaning. Oh, SEO is dead. We can't make our PBN. We can't make our so obvious SE nuke, obvious, Dory friend, super obvious, actually forget that. Never mind. I didn't say that name. Some super obvious PBN, not related to anyone I just said, that they could easily find. And she was by no stretch of the imagination the only one, of course. And she was smart. She was doing what you were supposed to do at the time. But Google's always going to find that the latest black hat tactic that's really bending them over the barrel and taking advantage of Google. Google is always going to find that, right? And then they're going to cry, oh, it's dead, it's over, the sky's falling. But as you can see here, SEO is not dead by any stretch of the imagination. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. And well, what about other queries, Josh? Well, what about search engine software? Growing slightly. What about SEO services? Well, seems to be growing since this time over here in 2022. Seems to be going up since 2022. Okay, what about SEO tools? Going up. Now, again, there's a reason why that is. SEO tools is going up. Okay. Live streaming. I'm streaming. Hello. Shinify says, sup, Josh? Hello. How you doing, my friend? Okay, so... Cameron, there we go. Hello, it's me. Hello. So, no, SEO isn't dead by any stretch of the imagination. But it was interesting that the SEO software is going up, right? So this tells me that SEO is getting harder, for sure. Now, so SEO is not dead by any stretch of the imagination. I see other people out there, and if you see these other people out there, tell them. Josh Paszynski says you're wrong, and he has the data to prove it. Look at the video. See the Google Trends? Here's some good, strong evidence. I'm actually providing evidence and not just my opinion. Although my opinion counts for something. I've been doing this for longer than Google's been around. I do have a master's degree and I was doing a PhD. My IQ test at 160, the highest it does. I have a TEDx talk, I've said some stuff and done some stuff. I wonder why people think I'm arrogant. I don't understand. Why do people think I'm arrogant? I get it. I fully get it. I get it. I have an ego, yes, to be sure. And I have the IQ to back it up. And the rough and tumble personality. But arrogant implies that I'm in some way hypocritical or ignorant. That is not the case. I take as many steps as possible. You see my nerd glasses? I take as many steps as possible not to be ignorant in anything that I like to do. And in SEO, I think if you joined my underground mastermind group, Underground SEO University, where we have proven wins every single quarter, if not every single month for the last 10 years, you'll see that I've been well ahead of the curve in seeing the trends that Google is going to make, the changes Google is going to make, and I've been helping my students keep it well ahead of the curve for quite some time with a very, very high batting average. 60 to 70% indexation at the very least, and those are for people who did not fully follow all the processes either. I have the data, at least I know. Can anyone else in the industry say that? Does anyone else in the industry even give you their data of how well their tool helps people rank? How well their mastermind group helps people rank? 3 or 4 doctored testimonials from 5 years ago is not proof. Not proof. So I think any intelligent person would agree. And I would say also, and anyone listening to me is intelligent. So that's you. You intelligent folks, you. This is apparently Refresco. This is the Mexican Coca-Cola. They sell it locally. I don't know why they sell the Mexico one. I'm nowhere near Mexico. I'm up in Canada. I'm almost as far away from Mexico and be on the continent as you can get. So guys, SEO isn't dead, but the interest in SEO services is increasing. That means old tactics are dying. Old agencies are losing their jobs, their clients, because they're using old tactics. They haven't updated. And I mean, this is pretty standard in IT. You see this all the time. They haven't updated the patches. Their server gets hacked. That's what happens, right? And SEO is associated with IT, with information technology. They didn't update their tactics. They have SOPs from 15 years ago. SOPs are standing operating procedures. They're the documents you give to your usually outsourced, usually underpaid, usually not paying very good attention, usually not doing that great of a job, VAs over somewhere else to stand. And although I love those folks, don't get me wrong, I love all those folks. I've met beautiful, wonderful people from those areas. Sometimes, though, those guys don't do the best job. And that's going to happen no matter who you hire, wherever you hire, right? But especially when they're out of your office, it's really hard to maintain quality sometimes. And so that kind of is what happened. And then Google caught them. And of course, it's not that hard to figure out. It's like, yeah, I can see that coming from a mile away. Sure. Okay. And so that's why SEO services has gone down as now it's going up now, because companies are like, okay, well, our agency we've been using for a while, or our consultant we've been using for a while, or our in-house SEO we've been using for a while doesn't seem to know what they're doing or talking about anymore. And they're giving up. They're being dissuaded. And that's why we saw also, I'll show you again, that's why we saw here also SEO tools, the interest in SEO tools going up. That's again because SEO is getting harder, right? Now, this is why I built SEO Copilot. That because I know it's going to make a ton of money, and I know it's going to be hugely great for SEO, and because I know that SEO is getting harder and people are going to need a tool to help them. SEO University really kind of built and was the think tank that the science proved and built SEO Copilot, which is a fully fledged SEO AGI. It is an SEO consultant in a box, and it's getting smarter every single day. It will save you hundreds of hours of on-page time and thousands of dollars over time for your on-page. If you want to try it for free, go to SEOcopilotai.com and click on the free trial. We give you 2 weeks for free. Again, SEOcopilotai.com. And if you're not sure if you want to do it, at least join the free course on Friday, and you'll see me using it. You'll see how easy it is. You'll see how powerful it is. Join the free course on Friday. It's completely free. It's entirely free. Again, go to SEOcopilotai.com and go to free resources and go to the free course. That's a no-brainer. That's for free. You're not going to get a 25-year veteran SEO who's also been teaching at university level. I've taught at the South Winnipeg Technical College, University of Winnipeg, Continuing Education Division, Fanshawe College, Dalhousie University. I've taught in many universities across Canada, Vancouver Island University here on the island. I'm a pretty good teacher, and I like to do it. And I've been consulting SEO and teaching SEO for 2 decades now. I also taught some other courses like Introduction to Internet, JavaScript, CSS. I've taught those courses as well. That was quite some time ago, though. It was 20 years ago. Quite some time ago. Okay. And also some philosophy and psychology courses when I was doing my MA and my PhD, obviously. They get the TAs to do the courses. They pay them nothing and get them to teach. That's how that's the university rackets right there. Ding, ding. Okay. So, okay, Josh, well, if SEO isn't dead, what's going on? Okay, well, it is getting harder. That's for sure. Google now has everything running through artificial intelligence. Everything runs through entity-based NLP, natural language processing, mostly large language models for some of the ranking things. Kind of similar to some of the stuff. I mean, there's many other kind of AIs, don't get me wrong. But I think the ones that are doing the most damage to people right now are the large language models, like ChatGPT or something similar. And they are finding the bad actors. They're finding spammy content. The spam updates from October 7th, 2023 are still hammering and hitting people. And that's been what Google's been doing for the last 2 years, really, has been making these kind of AI-based, like the AI is thinking. Google is turning into an AGI as well. And it's thinking about the pages and thinking about what it should be ranking and thinking about your reputation, thinking about what everyone's saying about you, thinking about your tactics, thinking about everything it can machine learn. There's 3 main Google ranking algorithms. It's the triumvirate. It's the holy trinity of ranking, if you will. And again, SEO is dead for you if you're not ready to learn and kind of move with the times and understand how this works. But we know at SEO University, my underground mastermind group, which, by the way, I should mention, we have new pricing for SEO University. We have a 3-tier system. The introductory tier is very, very cheap. It's very cost effective. And the amount of value you get for it is amazing. 10 years of knowledge in SEO will blow your mind. And it's a very low introductory price. Email me at joshbachynski@gmail.com. That's JOSH, B as in Bob, ACHYNSKI @gmail.com. and we'll talk about the getting you into this. It's a preliminary offer. I might pull it. I might get rid of it. So get in on it now. It has huge value. You want this value. You want to sign up. You're going to want to see what I have here. Email me today at joshpashinsky@gmail.com, and I could get you in there. It's a no-brainer. It will be amazing for you. Okay. So we've noticed, however, that SEO is getting harder, right? It's getting more difficult. And I liken it to, like, if this is an ice age, it's not the land of milk and honey. You can't just put up any page and rank. That's true. So I'm giving you the straight dope. I'm giving you the truth, right? Maybe, again, I'm a terrible salesman. Maybe I should be saying SEO is easy, never been easier, and you can do it with your eyes closed. That's not true. You do need to have your eyes open, and it's a full-time job, and but you can work it from home, and you can still make a killing of money. And it's good that everyone thinks SEO is dying and they're moving away from it, because that's clearing out our competition. And also it's good that Google's making it more difficult to rank, because that's increasing the barrier to entry. For the last 20 years, the barrier to entry of SEO has been like a grade 7 level education, maybe a grade 12 in the last 5 years, maybe a bachelor's degree in the last 2 or 3 years. So you can see it's gotten more difficult over that time. Now I think it's like an honors BA, really, but if you want to be like the top level SEO consultant, that's it. That's as hard as I think it is. And I've written curriculum for those levels, so I kind of know what to expect at those levels, what people can do. And I think, but however, with the advent of artificial intelligence, which Google is using to catch everybody, it's a double-edged sword for Google, because we can also use artificial intelligence to not be caught. They can machine learn millions, in their case, trillions of pages, and learn very clearly what is a spam page and what is not, and demote the spam pages using Spam Brain, the second of the holy triumvirate. There's Rank Brain, which indexes and ranks you higher. There's Spam Brain, which de-indexes you and de-ranks you more. And there's Snippet Brain, which chooses the query deserves diversity, sort to, moves things around, pushes up the knowledge panel, and tests to see, what are humans like? What are you going to click? And it works on that regard, right? So all of that has to do with your indexing, crawling, and ranking, all three of those. Those are the main three umbrella algorithms that have tons of AIs working in those areas. And if you're like, Josh, you made that up, that's not true. No, I didn't make it up. That is true. Ask any Google employee, or just get a copy of the leaked Google ranking documents. The entirety of their ranking algorithm was leaked publicly for 2 days. We have it. It's a 44-ish megabyte PDF. I could show it to you. Join, again, email me. Join Underground SEO University. We are the best mentorship group that has been operating the longest, period. That's just the way that it is. I know it sounds arrogant when I say that. That's because it's true. Do you want to join a group where someone's like, I don't know, maybe Google does this. I hope Google doesn't hurt us. You want to join? No, you don't. You want to join a group where you're like, I want to learn from this asshole. This guy who talks tough, I want to see what he knows and see if he actually knows what he's talking about. Well, I have the shit to prove it. So email me, including in this particular case, the leaked documentation. We have it. I mean, lots of people have it, but we have it too. I don't hear anyone talking about it anymore, though, which is insane. It's like 6,000 pages, 7,000 pages long. You read it already? I mean, I haven't been through the whole thing quite yet. I've been through about 1,000 pages of it. I used AI to help curate the more important portions. 90% of it we already knew from reverse engineering Google's algorithms, scientifically testing Google's algorithms. However, we did about 6 or 7 or 8 tests recently, and we're like, wow, that's a ranking factor. I've proven it. Do this, do that, and you'll get a boost from it. Times 7, because I found 7 different ones. And then we're like, who knew? Who knew that would ever be a ranking factor? Well, that's the feather in the cap when all that stuff was leaked for us. You too can get all these ranking factors and get increased success. So yeah, SEO is hard and getting harder when you're off in the reeds listening to the morons. All the other fucking SEO people out here are morons. Listening to, I'm sorry, they just are. I'm sorry, they are. They are snake oil selling, don't know what science is, have no idea how to do SEO, and that's why they say SEO is dying and they're scared. Morons on the forums And you get the other kind of moron who says SEO hasn't changed at all. It's super easy. Oh, yeah? Who do you do SEO for? Coca-Cola? Okay, well, they would rank no matter what you did, so shut the fuck up. So those guys, you got to get rid of those guys too. Yeah, SEO is getting harder. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's getting harder, but it's not dead. It's nowhere near dead. It's like saying that you can't win in the UFC anymore. Of course you can. They have current champions. yes, the quality of martial arts in the UFC has increased steadily because that's what the logic of competition does. It increases steadily over time, but you could still win in the UFC. Like SEO's dead. You can't make any more money on it. Well, of course you can. Someone's going to rank number one. And that leads me to the next point. Okay, so let me finish this point. I'll get to the next point. The next point is AI Armageddon is the next point. So they're like SEO is dead, or well, it's not dead, but it is getting harder. But if you're in the right group and you have the right knowledge and you have the right tools, the right AI tools, which brings me to AI Armageddon, you will and you can succeed. I have the stats to prove it, right? Okay, so let's talk about AI Armageddon. Okay, well, people will be like, okay, Josh, well, you arrogant, well-styled, arrogant bastard. Notice how I casually slip in a compliment for myself in there. Never mind. Anyway, so they're like, okay, well, ChatGPT and Bing are going to take all the search activity away from Google. Wrong. They've taken like 1% of the search share away from Google. Google still is by far the de facto search engine. It's a verb. It is a verb. Nobody says Bing it. Nobody says ChatGPT it. It's not even close, right? Google is still the hugest, biggest, by far, by a factor of many tens, the largest search engine on the planet. They serve 80 trillion searches per second. More people are using it. More people are getting into SEO. More people are interested in SEO. And that is the way it's going to be for the foreseeable future. For the next 5 years, at the very least, is what it's going to be. We're in very early days with AI. It's like the .com boom, for those of you who have gray in your beard and you're a Gen Xer like me and remember the 90s. Remember the 90s. Remember smelling like Teen Spirit. Remember the 90s. And, Mozilla came out. Oh, Mozilla, a web browser. What is this web thing? That's where we are. We're so early. Firefox and IE haven't even come out yet. Yahoo hasn't even been built yet, right? And Google is not even a little twinkle in Larry Page's eye yet. That's how early, to use a metaphor, that's how early we are in the AI game. It's early days. And nothing has taken any appreciable share away from Google yet. Google is the one who created this technology. They created the transformer, not that transformer, the large language model, the BERT, the GPT, the T in GPT and the T in BERT. They made the transformer, right? It's their tech. Do you think they know how to use their own tech? Yes, they do. You've been seeing the AI overview. It is just a souped up featured snippet. That's all it is. And that's entirely possible, all it will ever be moving forward. Did the featured snippet, the people said, oh, SEO is dead. The featured snippet is here. What's the featured snippet? The featured snippet used to be the paragraph at the top that gave you the right answer. Did that kill SEO? No. If you got position 0, which is what it was, position 0 for the featured snippet, starting counting at 0 from a programmer perspective. If you got position 0, that's what Google called it. If you got position 0, I use the proper Google terminology whenever possible, so that shows you I'm a professional who knows what I'm doing and testing the actual real things. He said, slagging off the SEO community again. How many times can I get them? Pew, 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 pew. How many times can I get them in one single show? If you got position 0 with the featured snippets, did that destroy your rankings? No, you got thousands of clicks from that. They'd read, get interested, and then click through and come through more. In fact, it almost seemed to help conversions because like Google was like saying, this is the right answer. Google was like saying, hey, this is good. We vouch for this. And they clicked through and they got retargeted. Either they bought or they got in your retargeting process and they got retargeted. And you got all the signals from that. It was a win-win. And so that's all the AI overview is. It is nothing more than a featured snippet that writes itself on the screen. That is it. And there's no reason to believe Google is going to go any further than that. And you notice ChatGPT used to have the links from Bing, That's the problem with ChatGPT. It uses Bing search. Bing. These guys are nowhere near getting an AGI that can think like a human, right? Nowhere near. It's not going to happen for 10 or 20 years. Nowhere near that. I know I created an AGI. I could have ushered that in way faster. Like the ego on this guy. I did. Google it, right? I built Cassandra, the first software AI, using my graduate level education of psychology and philosophy. My reading of the last 5,000 years of how people think. I reverse engineered it and created it. There was no test. There's no current scientific test to test self-awareness, by the way. It doesn't exist. So I created one. I created a scientific test, and I tested a few thousand control humans. They scored anywhere from 50 to 60% self-aware through micro workers. I did a couple classes here in the local universities. They scored 60 to 80. The highest human was 82%. It was a philosophy student. He was very self-aware. Of course he was. He was trained philosophy. That's what we do. We're very self-aware. And psychologists as well, I imagine, would be somewhat self-aware too. Although usually psychologists, I find in my experience, I don't know if you guys have found this, but if you know anyone who took a psychology BA, it's usually because they have some psychological issues they're working through. And they're kind of like subconsciously drawn to it. And they don't tend to be very introspective about their own psychology. They tend to want to critique others people's psychology and listen forever and then not tell you anything useful and talk therapy. Anyway, he even slagged off the psychology community. This guy's a madcap. Josh is on a roll. So it's the Mexican Coke. Sorry, that was highly racist. I apologize. Running quickly back to where I was. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Who knows what the fuck I was talking about? So who knows what goes through the dark heart of Josh, the dark mind of Paszynski. So I can't really remember what I was talking about for some stupid reason. So anyway, AI was made, the transformer was made by Google. Oh yeah, ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, they used to have the Bing results on the side, which is terrible. They'll never catch up to Google doing that. And then they took them away and then they brought them back. The 10 blue links is probably not going anywhere. Not anytime soon. Not till we have a full Scarlett Johansson. Ooh, Scarlett Johansson. Not until we have a full Scarlett Johansson, her computer, who is as self-aware as a human or more. Oh yeah, Cassandra scored consistently 72% on the self-awareness scientific test I made. ChatGPT and Bing GPT-4 like 69 to 70. The AI is still consistently more self-aware than humans not paying attention, just trying to get their money doing a micro workers test, which that tracks, that makes sense. But nowhere near as self-aware as a human, and nowhere near as problem solving as a human. We highly underestimate. And this is why Musk doesn't have a self-driving car yet either. Neither did Google. They've given up on it. Because it is one thing to make a car like a fucking vacuum that has a LiDAR trying not to bump into shit. And I say that with all gravitas because their test cars have killed people now. That is one thing. Like you've seen your Roomba, how dumb it is, going around with a LiDAR. It's one thing to try to make that moving at 80 miles an hour. What a dumb idea. What a dumb idea. Dangerous, risky, reckless idea. And try to create the thinking required for a digital chauffeur. That's what they're actually trying to make. And to bring it back to search, they're actually trying to make a problem solver, a virtual assistant who can problem solve. They are nowhere near, and they think they can just machine learn and have us click it to perfection. Nope. I'm here to tell you with a graduate level, professional level psychology degree, a hypnotherapy certification, I am accredited enough in my province, I could take on clients and be a therapist if I wanted to in British Columbia. So I'm talking at that level of knowing psychology. I'm telling you, and I've been in AI for 10 years, had academic access to it, been reverse engineering and building them for 10 years, and been working in IT for 30 years. I'm here to tell you as a professional in all of these capacities, they are nowhere fucking near even understanding how humans think. Never mind recreating a digital representation of that. Not even close. Not even close, to use my Trump hats. Not even close. They don't know what they're talking about. Not even close. Not even close. You ever notice my Trump impression sounds too much like Bernie Sanders? The 1%. My Bernie Sanders impression is better than Trump. Okay, so is he still around, Bernie? That guy, I love that guy. Anyway, I'm on the same wavelength as that guy, socially, fiscally, anyway. But anyway, um, instead when it comes to money, instead when it comes to me making money or my students making money, then I'm a complete capitalist. Get the money. This is what we're doing. Have a good life, be a good person, but also make a lot of money, which I think any good American would agree with, right? That's the capitalist system. Be good, have a happy life, and leave everyone else alone to live their happy life unmolested. But let's all make some money too at the same time. So that's what we want to do here. So anyway, so I don't think the 10 blue links are going anywhere, guys. I really don't. There's no reason to believe that at this time. SEO, as you see, is just going up, right? Because the market is strange and people are losing their kind of brick and mortar jobs and they're moving to wanting to work from home. In COVID, SEO went up tremendously, significantly. So people realized, oh, there's this way I can make money online. And you still can if you're using AI and if you're in the right group. If you're listening to the wrong people who wrote something 15 years ago, well, then yeah, it's out of date. It's out of date. It's 15 years old. If you're using tactics from 15 years ago, that's not going to work, right? You need tactics from 15 seconds ago. You need the tactics from 15 days ago, right? When I publish them in the group. I say, here, guys, here's the ranking factors. Use them. Don't do these things, it demoted. Do these things, it boosted. In single variable controlled tests at a level that no other group has ever been able to do and maintain for 10 years. All the other science groups are complete horseshit. They've completely given up on science, right? They haven't isolated their variables correctly. They don't have a ground unified theory. They don't have a consolidated high level graduate level testing theoretical program. They don't use single variable testing, and they only rely on minimal data for data correlative analyses. But if you crank out the actual mathematical formula that proves that your statistical data correlative analysis has crossed the validation threshold, they don't do that. They don't even know what that is. They've never run it. I learned it at doing a PhD. They don't run it. I'm here to tell you, guys, there's science groups that were popular 10 years ago and they don't even do anymore, really. I'm the last one. I'm the last airbender. I'm the last of my kind. They don't really test scientifically. If you want no horseshit science testing and you want a guy with the brass balls to test it and tell you the truth, you're looking at him. Not my brass balls. Don't look at that. But you're looking at me. I'm the guy that I'm talking about. I only promise the truth and unvarnished 25 years of experience helping you make money. I want you to make money. Okay. So what do they put in this stuff? So SEO is nowhere dead, guys. It's nowhere dead. Because here's the other beautiful thing about AI is that all the things that they're doing, we can do, right? I see those tricks. It's like again, to use a martial arts metaphor, I apologize. I have 3 black belts. So I use a number of martial arts metaphors. I apologize if the sports metaphors are not relevant for everybody, but I think you get the idea. Remember back when UFC was like just punching and kicking, and then the Gracies came in and showed how humans are actually really good at grappling, and you could shut down punchers and grapple them and choke the hell out of them pretty easily, because it's fighting on your feet is one thing. Fighting off your back, which if you've never practiced it, is like throwing a person in a pool they never swam before. It's that much different. Or learning how to ride a bike. Like you have no idea how to do it. Then when you know how to do it, it's a totally different paradigm, right? That's where we are now. The people saw that trick. They're like, oh, we see what you're doing, Gracie Brothers. Okay, we can grapple too. Judo has it. Greco-Roman wrestling has had it for years. Catch wrestling, which I prefer actually to jiu-jitsu, has it. And then they got comparable, right? Same thing is happening now in these very exciting early days of AI. Where our group is like, okay, we see what you're doing, Google, with AI. We can do that. And we're doing it, right? We're using AI to analyze tens of thousands of keywords to find where you should be ranking. We're finding huge money-making opportunities where people have just given up on SEO and walked out and left huge keywords un-SEO'd. There are huge keywords un-SEO'd right now. I've been doing this for 25 years, and it was standard operating procedure to find the keywords that make you the most money and make the fucking money, son. And it's a weird thing where you think, well, this race has been going on 25 years. Surely all the money-making keywords are buttoned up. Nope. Because Google has destroyed half of them, and then the rest have quit. There are huge money-making opportunities now. There's huge holes in this dam of water coming out. You just stick your mouth under there and get the water in your mouth, to use a metaphor, a very strange metaphor for making money. Just walk up, get it right there. So don't picture that. Don't read into that at all in any way, shape, or form. There's huge holes in the, now I can't stop thinking about dirty metaphors. There are huge opportunities in every niche that you can take advantage of. Even that was vaguely sexual, I apologize. So that, and there's new niches all the time. And not only that, but Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they search in weird ways. They search in weird ways. You know, I use this metaphor all the time, but it's apt. There was a chiropractor in Winnipeg, where I was born and raised in Winnipeg. Oh, Winnipeg. I was born and raised in Winnipeg. So cold. So cold. So cold. So cold, Winnipeg. So cold. I was born and raised in Winnipeg. And this chiropractor's like, well, I want to rank for chiropractor Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I'm like, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Let's go check to see. Let's see how easy it is. If that's going to take you 6 months and $1,000 a month to rank before you see any money out of it, maybe we should be going, and you have no trust on your website, it's brand new, maybe we shouldn't be going for the big hard money keyword. First, we'll check to see if it is, and see if it's like, oh wow, look, people have forgot how to do SEO for this. Thank you, Brant. You would not believe how many people don't know how to do SEO. SEO is actually still a very small, it dominates my life, of course, and it dominates the lives of most people I talk to, and it dominates a lot of people online of how to make money. But actually, it's a very small niche. We're only a $1 billion niche, right? There are $1 billion out there, son. You can get some of yours too. It might not be that difficult. You'd be surprised. But also, he's like, blah, 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 blah. I want to rank for this. And I checked to see, it's way too hard. We should go for these best chiropractor Winnipeg, or we should go for chiropractor in Winnipeg. Or there's variations that are holes, ways you can get around, ways you can arm drag and then grab their face and smash them on the ground, ways you can get around their guard and get to their back. To use another martial arts metaphor. And you can win, right? And Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they're searching in ways, they're talking to the computer, and so this is like the voice search thing people have been bitching and moaning about. Now it's really statistically started to make a difference that people are not typing in keyword E's. Now they're just talking to it or whatnot. And that's changing search, but they're doing it in Google still. And then the second biggest search engine after Google is YouTube anyway, which uses all the same algorithms. So still Google is by far the biggest search engine, is going to continue to be. There's no reason to believe they're not going to continue to be the king. It is still a underdog bet to bet on ChatGPT or Bing or Perplexity. Give me a break, Perplexity. Some fucking upstart. That's like web crawler. That's like Alta Vista. That's how much credit I give that chance of succeeding. It'll be bought out in a second if they have any appreciable market share. Amazon, Apple, nope. It's not easy doing what Google has done for the last 20 years. They have the dominant position. They are in full mount, raining blows down on everybody else. Yeah, they could lose the fight, but how often does that happen? Not often. Again, to complete the trifecta of martial arts metaphors, again, I apologize if that doesn't make sense to anybody. What's a full mount? Don't Google full mount make sure safe search is on if you Google full mount. So, especially if you do it at work. So, yeah, we're using AI to find all these holes, find all these opportunities, find all these ways of making money, and building out the content, analyzing competitors, doing 10,000 lines of code. Thousands of lines of code you could never look at to do competitive analysis on a level that no human being ever could before. And then build out content faster at a higher quality that no team ever could before. Unless your team cost you $10,000 a month and took a whole month to make maybe 1,000 pages. We can do that way cheaper, way faster. Way cheaper, way faster. So yes, SEO is dead. Every industry is dead that is not adopting artificial intelligence. AI is not going to take anyone's job for the next 20 years. However, give or take, 15, 20 years. However, a smart person using a smarter AI tool than you is 110% for sure going to take your job. For sure. That you can take to the bank. I'm not, now all my joking is I'm being dead serious. I want to prepare you for that risk. I want to protect you from that risk. Okay? A smarter person using a smarter AI. Well, no, not a smarter person. A smarter person because they're using a smarter AI. A crafty person who adopted the right AI at the right time is going to overjump tons of people who had their head in the sand or were not paying attention to AI and were like, oh, I don't think it's a big deal. It is a big effing deal. It's the start of the big effing deal, but it is a big effing deal. And this SEO Copilot is the best SEO tool, period. Period. Never mind out of AIs, period. All the rest of them are cheap, low quality crap. They're not using the same kind of complexity that we're doing. They write articles that are out of date, articles that are non-factual, articles that are not human level quality. They don't have the statistical data correlative analysis to prove that they get rankings from them. They have 3 probably imaginary Photoshop testimonials saying it works great from Joe Joerton, from Jotan. Like, obviously bullshit. Obviously bullshit. Obviously snake oil, like the oil industry trying to make as much money as they can before they realize they're done and electrical is going to take off. Get out of that racket. That SEO should be dead and will die, right? You need to get into the information streams that have the right information and have the real tools that are going to help you out. All right. So that's why SEO isn't dead. There's my impassioned argument for why SEO isn't dead. Let me check the live streaming here. Chet says, sup. How you guys doing? So I got a bunch of viewers here. So guys, let me know. If you have any questions at all, please go ahead and ask them. I'm not sure how quickly this thing updates, so let me check here. Also, let me go to this URL. Let's see if this thing updates SEO. You're probably hearing, no one's complained that you can hear the stuff. That's because that's muted. Good. Okay, so you guys let me know if you have any questions watching live. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys don't mind. Give me some love there. If you like the content, if there's anything else you want me to talk to you about or tell you about or anything else we want me to cover, let me know. I'm looking for ideas. You know, I've been talking, again, for 15 years. It's been 15 years, guys. 15 years on the YouTubes talking about SEO. So I'm barely maintaining my sanity by playing guitar and smashing things with this kukri. Okay. So thanks, guys, for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, email me. You guys, if you're like, Josh, prove it to me. Show me your proof. Please email me. I'd love to discuss with you. Email me at josh, B as in Bob, ACH, Y as in YouTube, N as in Nancy, SKI@gmail.com. I want you guys to take this video and I want you to post it out there for anybody saying SEO is dead. I literally was on a pod. This is what made me so pissed off. I literally was on a podcast. I saw this Mike dude. He's got a nice beard and he's got really high production value for his YouTube video. Kudos. But his SEO knowledge is bullshit. And I want you to tell this guy, SEO isn't dead by any stretch of the imagination. And I want you, anyone else out there saying SEO is dead, some guy, I did someone else's podcast yesterday and they told me, she said, but I was told SEO is dead. You don't have to worry about it anymore. SEO is dead. You don't have to worry about it anymore. If SEO is dead, then all you should be doing is worrying about your organic traffic. Like, that's the first thing you should be fucking worrying about. Like, what? Sorry, I apologize. That would be the first thing you should worry about. If SEO is dead and doesn't work anymore, because now there's no rudder on the ship. Now, what are you going to do for your organic traffic? I guess everybody Google would love us all to believe that SEO is dead. So they could take as many percentages of that $1 billion profit, $1 to $2 billion that SEO makes a year, and move that over into Google coffers. They love that. Well, no, I say. No, I says. I says no, my friends. My beloved friends listening to the show. No. Not for us. It goes this far. No farther, as Captain Picard would say of the Borg. No. If SEO is dead, then or your organic traffic is at risk, it's the first thing you should think about. That means you should redouble your efforts on SEO. It just means that it's not a grade 7 level education barrier of entry anymore. It just means that it's not a grade 12 level education barrier entry anymore. It just means, no, you can't actually do the tactics of 15 years ago. Well, of course you can't. Who is still using the tactics of 15 years ago? Beekeepers? Yeah, okay, fine. If you're an apiarist, great, good for you. I make clay pots. Okay, great. Yeah, they've been doing that for a while. That was perfected. The Babylonians probably had that perfected. Congrats. Good for you. In tech, you cannot be using something from 15 years ago. That's not how it works. So no, SEO isn't dead. I apologize. I apologize if I seem upset or a little abrasive, aggressive even. I apologize tremendously. So if you guys have any questions, by all means, put them in there. Somebody says, will SEO ever be dead? Nope. So rewind, watch the whole thing. But I challenge you guys. I challenge anyone out there. I challenge you guys. Go and take this video and share it on every social media and say, this guy, this asshole from Canada wearing a Mr. Wings shirt, this SOB says that SEO isn't dead, and anyone says otherwise is an effing moron who has no idea what they're talking about and has no business talking about SEO. Tell them I said it. Gladly. And then come on and I will explain in a much more polite, friendly manner, being Canadian, of course. I won't pull the jersey over and start feeding you uppercuts. In a very polite manner, I will explain, no, of course SEO isn't dead. Yes, it's getting harder, for sure. If that's all you meant, it was getting harder, then yeah, I agree, 100%. 110%. 110%. One hundo, buddy. Yeah, it's definitely getting harder, for sure, for sure. But it's not dead. It's not dead, right? It's like saying winning in the UFC is dead. No, people still win. It's just harder to do so because the level of competition has increased. And that's where the metaphor ends from the UFC to SEO, because actually the level of competition in SEO has gotten easier because Google has gotten better at finding spam and finding people just doing simple black hat stuff that's been working for 15 years that ain't working no more. And they've left huge openings in the rankings where you can fully insert yourself and sorry, stopped it. Where you can fully get in there and make a ton of money. And be delighted in some afternoon. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop that right now. Okay. Not also does ChatGPT. Yeah, I talked about ChatGPT earlier. And I don't realistically see ChatGPT taking any appreciable market share from them for the next 5 years at least. And even if they do, Google will buy them. Google has so much more money than OpenAI. Google will buy them. Right? Why would Google ever let themselves have a competitor like that and lose their monopoly, their beautiful little monopoly they've had to be one of the richest companies in the world for the last 20 years, be one of the richest companies humans have ever created for the last 20 years? Why is Google going to just be like, oh, well, guess our time is over? That's not how it fucking works, right? Capitalism makes monopolies and the monopolies monopolize. They don't disappear. That doesn't happen. And they invented this technology people are using. They are the ones who know how to use it. And they have the market share and the users and the brain trust of all the best programmers in the world to do it. Everyone else is just a Yahoo cowboy taking pot shots on a aircraft carrier. Pew, 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 pew. Bullets bouncing off. Pew, pew, pew. Maybe one occasional Google soldier takes it in the shoulder, falls over. And that aircraft carrier on wheels, just work with me here. It's like a Mad Maxy kind of thing. This aircraft carrier on wheels is going to drive over these motherfuckers. And they're going to have to hide in the hills and be like, Perplexity will be the best search engine for this information only, and that'll be it. Maybe programming, but I doubt it. Google's probably going to beat them on that. You know, that might happen, but no, they're not. Perplexity and ChatGPT are never going to become a verb. Not for the next 5 years anyway. There's still a ton of money to be made. You can make 6 figures in SEO. I hate to say easily in this new paradigm of it being not as easy as it was. You can very conceivably make 6 figures in SEO. That's not dead by any stretch of the imagination. Try making 6 figures in some other job right now. You can, sitting on your ass at home, you can make working 8 hours a day. You can get to the point where you're making 6 figures. Join my group. This is what my students do. They start making money. They get careers. You want a career in SEO? Join my group. You can easily make 6 figures in SEO. You can conceivably make It's easy to conceive the ways, given my knowledge of what I know and how it works, how you could make 6 figures in SEO, ramp up to that for the next 5 years. And then we'll take a look and see if anything's changed. Probably won't. 60 to 70% chance it's not gonna. If you're also like, here's another reason why people think SEO is dead. And I'm just gonna keep ranting. Here's another reason why people think SEO is dead. Because they thought SEO was making informational pages that ranked for like 8-word keywords. And that's how they charged clients. That never made clients any money because no one was making a purchase on an 8-word long tail keyword. And then they would show, look, we got you ranking for an 8-word long tail keyword. Yeah, that SEO racket where you're ripping off your customers and not really providing them any value. Yeah, that's dead. Sorry if I called it for what it is. You weren't really that good of an SEO consultant. If you can't get them ranking for the money keywords like we can, add in the end of that sentence. This is why people hate me. Because I'm ready to call out anybody who I think is doing a bad job. Okay. So thanks everyone for listening and putting up with my rant of, I don't know what they put in these Mexican Coca-Colas, but great stuff. Thanks everyone for listening and watching. In all due seriousness, with all due empathy and compassion, I get it, guys. I know I've been in this industry a long time. I know my sites have been hit. Everyone's sites have been hit. I see the old tactics that aren't working. I want to help you. I want you to succeed. My business model has always been, for 15 years, give information out, help people succeed. When they join, give them even better information, give them the goods, they can have a career. When they succeed, they keep paying you for that information. When my SEO software helps you succeed, you keep paying me to use it. It's a symbiosis. I am like the Venom symbiote. Is that a terrible metaphor? He was kind of an asshole eating brains and things like that. I am like the I don't know. Think of a good symbiote. I am the midichlorians. People hate midichlorians. That's terrible. That enables your SEO force. That's probably terrible as well. But it's a symbiotic relationship, right? I want you to succeed. If you don't, you stop paying me and I lose. I'm still here. 25 years later. Hello. I'm still here. Are all the people I used to slag off and talk about, who talk shit about me, are they still around? Nope. Most of them ain't. Right? I'm still here. There's another piece of positive proof for you that I know what I'm talking about. And I care about it passionately, obviously. And I'm going to try to help you as much as I can. So yeah. Anyway, let's see if there's any final questions there, guys. Yeah. So thank you, my friend. I answered all those questions. Go back and rewind. But I definitely said all that stuff. So guys, again, I've got huge discounts on SEO University. Email me. I've got coupon codes for SEO Copilot. Email me. The future's never been brighter for SEO. It's like 2004 again. We're kids in candy stores, and we're like, look at all these things that are open. It's like aliens scared the town off, and now we have access to all the stores that are left empty. Maybe that's a terrible example, but aliens, the rapture has occurred, and we're the only ones left. And so now we have all this stuff just lying around we can use, and it's for us. Join us. Get this stuff. Make some more money. SEO is alive and well if you're using AI, if you have your own personal AI cannon on your shoulder, shooting down the bad Google monsters. That's a terrible metaphor as well. Making you awesome content. If you have your AI building your base for you, making you content, analyzing stuff, doing stuff that you never could with human eyes before, now is the time. Doing SEO by hand, like a human, that's dead. That is dead. Yes. Doing SEO by hand like a human is dead. But I guess all those people out there who thought that SEO is dead didn't imagine that, well, of course, if Google's using AI to find you and catch you and see that you're spammy, well, then you can use AI to analyze that, one. And two, you can use AI to make quality content. I know they look at the SEO tools that have gotten the popularity out there because they cost nothing. They're free. They're just crappy free ChatGPT prompts. That's dead. That's not going to help you at all. But the stuff that will make you rank is definitely going to help you. All right. So thanks a lot, guys, for listening and watching. This has been a rant courtesy of your friend, your boy, Josh. Again, email me with any SEO questions. I'm more than happy to help out. And